Another early morning, another 4 Weet-Bix, the same car trip to the pool. The same good song to prepare my mind for a hard training. My name is Jono, I'm a swimmer, and this is Fish Out of Water.
Whitehead 2010 describes physical literacy as the way an individual sustains physical activity throughout their life, by way of impetus, knowledge, understanding, confidence, and physical capability.
I would consider my physical literacy to be of a relatively high standard, especially when it came to swimming. On this particular day, however, my physical literacy was challenged as a direct result of the Pedagog's approach toward teaching me how to swim butterfly more efficiently.
In this instance, we are referring to the pedagogue as a coach. Drawing on Mostyn's spectrum, a method of teaching designed to reach all learners, we can see that this learning environment was set in a command style, in which the teacher or coach is in charge and makes all the decisions. The student or learner then proceeds to replicate and achieve what the teacher has asked for.
As we were working on the proficiency of my butterfly, my coach asked me to do 2 kicks to every arm stroke, which is exactly what I felt like I was doing. As the session progressed, I was finding it difficult to understand and translate my coach's meaning through my body to swim how he wanted.
Wunderlich, 1967, as cited in Arnold, 1979, says that learning through movement broadens a person's limits of perception. This can be a means by which an individual can discover more about themselves in relation to their immediate surroundings. Page 171.
I was learning about myself during this negative learning experience. I discovered my physical literacy and my mental stamina were not as strong as I had initially thought, and this was adding to my internal frustrations.
Another cause of the frustration that occurred in this setting was adultism. Adultism is a form of age inequality, otherwise known as youth that are being oppressed and discriminated against by adults. Caesar 2014. As you can see, Jono's coach has assumed that his explanation would be enough for Jono to understand and replicate.
I couldn't comprehend what the coach was saying, and this was starting to frustrate me. My coach got me out of the pool and had another swimmer demonstrate the correct technique. I dived in and tried again, to no avail. It didn't help that every time I messed up, the coach kept telling me that I was wrong.
As Gordon 2007 cited in Caesar 2014 says, adultist social constructions of youth as inferior, unconditionally subordinate and less capable creates a binary through which the power dynamics between adults and youth often antagonize rather than support each other.
My coach was telling me that I was incorrect and it wasn't good enough. This made me feel horrible. As the tension and frustrations grew, I got to my breaking point. I couldn't take his ridicule anymore, and I got out of the pool and left.
The coach's adultist approach to teaching has directly resulted in a poisonous pedagogy, a term used to describe some of the more malicious pedagogical works such as adultism, discrimination, or racism, Tinnings 2010. We see another example of poisonous pedagogy occur in the case of Pete, Dowling 2012. Pete decides to leave for teaching as a direct result of the adultism occurring in the teaching environment. Pete says that too many teachers are sport-focused, when instead they should be trying to create a pedagogical setting that is inclusive to the boys and girls who aren't competitive.
A week later, we had a butterfly clinic with a different pedagogue. This coach was very encouraging and had a strong belief that I was capable. Fraser Thomas and Cotier 2009 say athletes' confidence and motivation was increased when a coach's belief was coupled with optimistic focus and enthusiasm. He asked for the same techniques to be executed in a different way. I want you to kick each time your arms enter and exit the water. By removing the adultist values from the same situation, I was able to push through and complete the technique properly, rather than getting frustrated, and now I can swim butterfly.